how do you regulate yourselves and, getting really in the weeds here?
No, preemptively,
Yeah.
really, because okay, so Rolf joked early on, and I think I shared this in a video that
It's
we
like,
did
which
together.
one?
Um, he joked early on, like right before I had the baby, he was like, "Yeah, sleep, like self care, I don't get to do that anymore. Sleep,
In
yeah,
this
that's just
economy?
right. Like I just don't get to." And I looked at him, and like the absurdity of it hit me. And I was like, that's kind of like saying I have a new job coming up
Yeah.
where I'm going to need to use my phone all the time, so I don't get to charge it. I'm like, what do you think is going to happen here? Like, you're going to crash. You're going to run out of battery. So like, no, we have to be a little bit more strategic about how we recharge ourselves. But like recharging ourselves is going to be more important than ever, because we can't run ourselves into the ground like ADHDers do, and then be like, oh, I'm exhausted. Let me like take a whole day to recharge. That's not really going to be an option. So we have to take little bits and pieces of recharge time where we can. We have to do what we can ahead of time so that we don't get to that like critical level, because we may not be able to dig out of it the way that we used to be
Yeah.
able to do. So it's something that I wish that I had thought to do a long time ago, because you don't have to have a baby or a toddler to think this way, but it just took that wake up call for me personally. But if you build things into your week or day or schedule, routine, whatever you do, to-do lists ahead of time, and take it whether or not you think you need it, it goes so much better, we found. So like Rob has a mandatory, what is it, like a regularly scheduled
Oh yeah, my
maintenance
regularly
hour.
scheduled maintenance time. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to
Tell us
explain
about
that?
that.
Well, I mean, it's something that that's built into my schedule because and so this gets into a lot. Well, actually, it overlaps with a lot of the questions you're going to ask, and that has to do with the fact that I struggle with a fairly notable degree of alexithymia. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's an exceptionally common co-occurrence with autism, especially depending on the research you look at. 50 to 85% of folks who are autistic struggle with alexithymia, and that is a diminished ability to identify, to label and describe and express one's emotional states. I also struggle with varying degrees of interoception challenges, which is trouble noticing what's going on in my body. And that's all to say that I frequently forget to eat. I frequently don't know I'm about to crash and spin out unless I as until I'm about to do it. And so a lot of what we've had to build in is effectively preventative and routine. Regardless of whether I think I need it, I need it. So we built a block of time 3 times a week into my schedule. It's beamed to her schedule, and it is sacrosanct.
Yeah. I do not interrupt this time.
No.
And what helps a lot is if you do it, if you've got anybody else in your life who makes demands on your time, whether it's a toddler or a partner or a parent or a friend, if you have these regularly scheduled blocks of time, people will pretty soon figure out, oh, if I text them at this time, they're not going to text me back, or like
Yeah.
this is not the time to go ask them for something, and they kind of adapt and adjust. Whereas if you're like, oh, I need some time to myself, people don't know that. And so like you can be like, I'm going to take some time to myself, and then suddenly you get 17 text messages and like a
Yeah.
partner comes in, right? And so it's a lot harder to get the time that you need. But if you have it be a regular thing, it not only helps you get, keeps you from getting to the point where you're so depleted that it's an emergency, but also makes it more likely you'll actually get that time.
Yep.
And then for me, it's things like going to yoga on Saturdays, whether or not I feel like I need it. And there are times where I'm like, man, like there are so many other things I could be doing my Saturday morning. Do I really need to go to yoga? Like I feel fine. But then if I don't, like by Tuesday, I'm like, why am I so stressed and mad at everybody?
Oh,
And
gee, I wonder.
yeah. So yeah, we have like
Just
these little non-negotiable things that we do.
Yeah, and I saw this come up in the chat, is that I can't take regularly scheduled maintenance because I'm too far behind on critical maintenance items. I want to talk to that for a second because Jessica called it, and I'm really angry how right she was, as she so often is. She said, here's what I think is going to happen as you regularly take this scheduled maintenance time. at first, I know you're just feeling so smug
So
about this.
proud of
You were
myself.
so right that the I took it at first, and it was just me just kind of staring at a wall.
He came home actually really upset. He was like, I didn't do it right. Like, I didn't actually relax. And I'm like, well, of course you didn't. This is the first time you tried to do it.
Right. It's like that song, Counting Flowers on the Wall. I'm staring at the wall and trying not think, and I'm just kind of bleh, a puddle there. But after about a week and a half of being a puddle during my regularly scheduled maintenance time, I started to think, maybe I'm done being a puddle and I can do something else. And so I started to do something that was enjoyable during that time for like half an hour. And then as of yesterday, I'm like, maybe I can do something that'll get me ahead.
Yeah.
And I started doing like my therapy homework during that time. And I'm
Ooh.
so angry at how right Jessica was about how this was going to play out.
Well, I don't know if you remember this, but the very first time you went to the store because you were like, oh, I need things like, and I'm going to get eggs and
Yes,
milk and like, I
yes.
need food for, and I was like, and he came home and he's like, I did it wrong. I did something productive in my regular scheduled maintenance time. And I was like, isn't that something that will help you with maintenance though? Like going and getting eggs and milk. Like, I think you did this right. But also like, yeah, at first, if you've never taken time for yourself, at
Yeah,
first,
no.
you're going to be playing catch up for a while. Just keep doing it. And
Yeah.
eventually you do get to the point where you can start enjoying that time.